First time I seen Will pull out 6 of them. Ha ha! And so, the N54 maintenance begins. It is currently 9 o'clock in the morning. Got some liquid moly down there. Got some more liquid moly in here. NGK spark plug, Delphi, ignition coils. Got a Mon oil filter. Let's give the car a cold start. Starts up so nice. But yeah guys, welcome back to the channel, man. Today we have a N54 maintenance day. Head over to Wheel Spot right now to do some ignition coil, spark plugs, and an oil change on the car, man. Getting it ready to be tuned. A couple more things we'll have to do, man, soon is, you know, like doing our transmission service, checking for any leaks that we might need to do, potentially doing some new rotors, some Jordan slotted rotors, things like that. There's some steps to the process that we're gonna need to work through, but today we're gonna go ahead and slide over to Will's crib and get started with the N54 maintenance. What do we need to do to keep the car running? I'm gonna go have a conversation with Will about certain things that I need to do to keep it running well as well. He's had an N54 in the past that's been, you know, tuned up, full bolt-ons, everything like that. He actually blew up one before in the past as well. But yeah, we got our FCP Euro kit here. We got a bunch of oil. We got ignition coils, spark plugs. So I'm gonna let the car warm up a little bit, and then we'll head over to Will's. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're in the IS. It's another vibe. Let's get it. I put my hair, hands up on the back of me, put it in the air. Fuck it on the back of me. You like being in my face. We just pulled up to the gas station real quick, finna get some gas. Almost to Wheel Spot. 389. It's not terrible. I love driving on this road. It's so long and curvy with no lights. It's just like a straight good road for some pulls, if I must admit. Downshift. Downshift. Made it to Wheels. 435 over here. Heard it's running pretty good. See my new camera? It's not new, but it's a new lens I put on in the microphone.
Spend that money, huh?
My girl got it. Yeah, I got the IS, man, over here at Will's. E92.
In the rain, I bet you ain't done nothing, huh? I see is that a chip in front already?
Where? Right here?
Yeah.
No, that's above. But there is a chip right here. I think that happened when I was driving up in Florida. This chip right here. But other than that, and I think it might be one right here. No, that's a bug. It was on there tight. On it. It's probably never been taken off. You don't think they did no ignition coil spark plugs when the car only had 60,000 miles?
Nah. See, that's the thing. Like when these cars sit like that and you don't drive them, like that car ain't got no freaking miles. I gotta do a freaking vouch on that short because of the people that had it didn't drive the car. Like my oil pan, all that shit was everything leaked because nobody was driving. They wasn't driving the car. I had to fix all kinds of shit on that car because the car sat.
That's what I'm thinking with this car. I'm starting to do.
It's gonna start, trust me. Because
yeah.
you put miles on it now, shit gonna start leaking on it.
I'm trying to break it in. I'm trying to like put it in sport gearbox and like do low gear pulls and stuff. Trying to like really drive it. because I don't know if it was getting drove that hard. Our valve cover is exposed. I'm wondering what some of them spark plugs looking like though. The moment of truth.
Got these old garbage spark plugs. Gosh.
They don't look terrible. They're not black, but they do look, they look toast. I'm not used to seeing more than 4 of these, so it's the first time I seen Will pull out 6 of them. Dang, man. I'm thinking about doing an upgraded thermostat too, oil thermostat.
I would update your injectors.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Index 12s.
032 current gap. I guess when you order these 97968s, they're for like the N20s, but they can be gapped for the N55 and the N54 is what FC Hero says.
So now we're at 0.22.
Well, right now Will is re-gapping our plugs to 0.22. 2 weeks of ownership. If you guys can see, we got our new spark plugs in. Y'all know, hit up my man Will. Hit his IG up, get your work done, beamer work. Be full bolt on soon, but I'm gonna do the suspension first, y'all. So I'm gonna get some coilovers, and the car needs new brakes. So I'm probably gonna get some rotors. Will, what brand rotors you recommend? I meant to ask you that.
Stop tech.
There's one brand you said don't get.
R1 concept.
Suck. R1, okay. Our Delphi plugs going in. We're gonna be in the money. We're gonna be in the money, y'all. We're gonna be in the money. So Will never saw this car when he went and got this. He got it from another state and he hadn't seen it when he bought it too, so he just kind of blindly bought it as well. Same thing I kind of did with this one. And it all worked out.
Alright, so we're gonna start it up, make sure we have good gaps.
So if and when you blow the rod bearings, so the motor's done.
Yeah, I mean you gotta rebuild it. I mean you can technically rebuild it, but
you can still use parts of it?
Yeah, you can still use parts of it, but here's the thing, they call it spin your rod bearings. If you spin your rod bearings, what happens is your crankshaft, okay? Your crankshaft that spins around, you know, the rod bearings they have like rod bearing journals around the crankshaft.
Right.
So 2 pieces. You got a bottom half and a top half. They clip like this and they make it a circle. So what happens is when the crank is spinning, it gets real hot because there's not enough oil in there, or you know the person doesn't change the oil frequently. Those rod bearings in there, they'll start getting score marks on them. So when
that's
they get
what you look for.
Yeah. So when they get really hot, sometimes it'll get so hot that it'll melt the two together and they'll melt to the crank. So the only way to fix it, you have to take the crank out.
That doesn't even sound fixable.
It's fixable, but that's what, it's cheaper to buy another motor than it is to do that, because you got to take the whole motor out, you got to take the valve cover off, and then you got to split the motor in half to take the crank out. And a crank, your crankshaft is expensive. So if you go buy a crankshaft, now you got to do crankshaft, you got to do pistons, and you got now. That's the time that, you know, if somebody really want to build their motor, that's when you would build the motor. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to split the motor in half. The motor is in 4 pieces. You got an oil pan on the bottom, you got a valve cover on the top, and you got 2 halves of the block itself. And when you split the block in half, that's where your crank is located in between. So that's the only way to fix a rod bearing problem, is to take that apart, and then whatever journal that's spun on it, like the piston, you have to replace the piston, the rod bearings. So by the time you do all that, you just get another motor. Every BMW is like that. Not just these. These just have problems because people put a lot of power on them. You know what I'm saying? Other one that has the rod bearing issue too is the N63.
Well, experience with rod bearings. He had rod bearings go on the N54. We got our buddy Nolan. His rod bearings went on his N55. You about to do the rod bearings on the E93, right? You said?
Yeah, I already had an oil pan. I got the oil pan gasket, bolts, everything over here right now.
So yeah, he gonna do the rod bearings on that car. On the E93 335, it has the N55 in it. I'm gonna do them on this car eventually. Yeah, I remember when you did them on this car, because you was doing the pure turbo and everything. You was upping the power.
Yeah.
We will soon be throwing these bolt-ons on and tuning the car soon, but we're doing this preventative maintenance first. And we're gonna get the suspension dialed in because the car has like 3 inches of wheel gap in the front, which is not okay with me. This whole gap needs to go. So
make sure you change the oil. Don't wait, 6,000-8,000 miles. You want to change the oil more frequently.
Well, these core spark plugs are done. Gonna change the oil, and that'll be a good little maintenance day. Man, yes, man. The front end, man. I love the front end on these cars, man, so much. It looks so good. I like it, man. I like the way this car looked better than the F30, man. Even though it's older chassis, I like the way it looked better, man. I don't know what it is. They look good. They look good rolling on the road. They look good parked up. I gotta get mine low like wheels over there, but you can get a lip and some side skirts and all that. All right, so we did our ignition coil spark plugs. We did mostly everything. Got down underneath the car and we found a leak. We think it's coming from the oil filter housing gasket, which is normal. But it's up underneath. Can't really see it right now, but it's leaking all the way down, up under kind of by the oil pan. You can see where it's kind of leaking. We think it's coming from like this corner of the oil filter housing gasket, like right about here. So likely we'll need a new gasket there. Probably gonna order that soon. And then also on the back, there's a leak kind of near the rear main seal, but we don't think it's the rear main seal, because if it was, Will was telling me it would be leaking all the way around, and it's kind of only leaking on one side, so we think it's dripping down from the valve cover. So yeah, we found leaks, unfortunately, but they're minor little things that we can fix pretty easily. So we're gonna put some new oil in it, and then basically we'll be good to go. Take it out, see how it feels with the new spark plugs.
All right, so
my mechanic, my tech got me getting a good little diag, checking out any codes in the car. This will cost me how much? This cost me $200 at BM, $250, $300 just to get a little diag.
That is not cheap. And this is the real deal. This is what they use at the shops too.
So you can do like tuning logs and stuff on this too?
Yeah, you can log on here. You can program. I can program injectors, program modules.
See, y'all get that Will, man. He can program everything. He's basically a BMW shop right here. All right. Will's in front of me with this E93. We're gonna go for a little cruise. Car feels real good with these NGK plugs, man. And we got them to 0.022. Certain, forums and stuff says when you're OE you should got them to 0.275, but he was on 0.022 on his N55 before it was tuned as well. Same with his old N54. So this car sounds so good though. That catalyst, like full bolt-on and tuned N55s and N54s, just sounds so good. His car sounds so good. I'm not gonna lie, man. That E93, man, it's clean, dude. 335 with the N55, it sounds so good. I'm not gonna lie. Camera's about to die. There goes Will. He's taking off on me.